Alright guys, I want to show you how to install the light bar covers that we provide you. This here we'll use as an example of your clear lens. What will be included, depending on whether you get pods or a cover itself, will be the actual cover with the magnets embedded, countersunk, magnets for you to put on your lens, adhesive gel in order to keep the magnet secure, as well as a UV light, which is you'll see is pretty much the coolest part about getting these installed. But I'll show you these in a minute. So what you're going to do first is make sure that your surface is clean. It's nice and free from any debris, dust, bugs, whatever. So this is where we're starting off. Now you're gonna get this plastic film here. You're gonna take it off and you're gonna use this as a template for you to know where the magnets are gonna be going. So you're going to easily take it off. There's holes cut around where the magnets are so they don't get stuck together. And just simply peel it off nice and slow. You don't want to make sure to rip it in half or anything. Like right there, it kind of sticks a little bit. Just get a little finger or something else underneath it and it'll be fine. Now we got it off. So you're going to use this part here as your template. So just make sure that it's secure. And actually, in fact, we'll do it here at the corner since most likely be using it on the lens. And you want to make sure that it's nice and straight and flat. Okay? So now you know where the magnets are going to go. As far as your cover, you're going to get the magnets in this vial here. And probably the most important thing, which can kind of be overlooked sometimes, but you want to make sure that the magnets are facing the right way. So these magnets here, very strong. So this side that's facing up is going to be the side that you are going to be putting the adhesive on. So what you're going to do is get the adhesive gel, pop the seal, once you pop the seal on it, that's when you can start. So just all it takes is just a little tiny dab. Just enough to make sure that the magnet stays secured. So you're going to grab one of the magnets. Again, this side that's facing up, you're going to flip it around and then place it securely on the lens. You have a few seconds to kind of maneuver it to make sure that it's centered, which as you can see right there, it's nice and centered. Sorry. There we go. Good enough. So it's nice and centered. Just let it sit there for about, say, 30 seconds. And then while that one's getting set, you can do the same with the others. Again, just a little dab is all it takes, because this isn't going to be holding it down. This is just securing it in place. And remember, make sure you flip the magnet around. Secure it in place. Put a couple little dabs. Make sure you're inside of a well-ventilated area. Right now I'm in my garage, just using a little bit of this stuff so it's not going to cause any long-term damage, hopefully. I'm going to get down to these last ones. And just secure it in place. And I'm going to give you a couple extra magnets. These are just in case some go flying whenever you're installing, get stuck to something else. So you have a few extra just in case. But let this sit for a second and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we've let the magnets adhere a little bit. you want to take off this adhesive backing now. So now you'll see the magnets are going to be nice and secure in place. And there you go. So that's where this comes in here. This, you're going to take off this back end. There's a little cap. I'm going to take it off. Now this little cap here is it's UV plastic. So what happens is that you're going to take off the little cap. It's a plastic that does not harden until you actually use this here. So you can take that off, put it to the side, and then you're going to draw a little bead right around. Let me zoom in a little bit here. So you're just going to draw a little bead around the magnet, and that's going to secure it. So while you're doing that, this is actually still wet until you use this. So now we're going to use this UV light. You're going to leave it on there for about, say, maybe 5 seconds. Just kind of just, you know, draw little circles around it. And now it's secured. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere. And that's it. Now, say if you make a mistake and you get a little bit too much, without the UV light, it's non-adhesive. It comes right off, and it's not, it doesn't stick to anything until you use the UV light, and it comes right off like that. So less mess. So you're going to do the same thing to each, just a nice little circle around it. You can do a couple at a time, one at a time, really doesn't matter. So we got this one here. And then moved on to these over here. And please forgive me, my forte is not videography, so my apologies. But now they're nice and secure and in place. And so we're going to go and finish these all up. Again, just a nice bead kind of securing the outside of the magnet and the lens itself, which kind of hugs it and holds it in place. And it cures clear, so you're not going to see it at all. So, and it's very quick. You see right there, just those few seconds, got all 6 of these on here. Oops. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So again, you don't have to touch it. You just hover over it. For any reason, say you go a little crazy and use too much of this and you run out, this you can actually purchase over at a Target or at a Bed Bath & Beyond. It's like $10, but I included with your purchase on pods, light bar covers, whatever. Pod covers or light bar cover, whichever one. It's included with the order. And that's it. So now everything's been hardened. They're secure. It's not going to go anywhere. And there's a little runoff I'm going to clean here. And again, see, it's all the stuff that I didn't put the UV light on. It's going to come right off. It doesn't leave any residue. It's kind of like maybe a silicone jelly or silicone gel, I would say. It really doesn't make much of any mess at all. Nothing that you couldn't clean with your fingertips. So once you have that in place, You're going to take your lens, your cover, whether it be black, in this case it's amber. Take this cover off. Make sure the magnets, for the most part they should be unilateral, but sometimes they can be a little bit off depending on the size of the dimensions. But in this case, snaps right into place. See, the magnets lined up perfectly. And whenever you're putting them on, put it off, you can slide it up, slide it down, whichever you prefer. But as you can see, the magnets are intact, secured on the lens, as are secured on the cover themselves, and as simple as that. So hopefully this helps with the installation. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. lightbarcoversunlimited@gmail.com, on our website, whatever you like. And feel free to send us some pictures to our Instagram account, hashtag lightbarcoversunlimited as well. We're also on Facebook under the same name. So thank you guys, and enjoy.